Hey guys, today we are going to talk about the difference in pressure canning and water bath canning. Some people have a lot of questions on how do I know which one to do and which one is safer. So I wanted to talk to you today about the difference between the two methods. So the first one I'm going to talk about is pressure canning. When you do this is when there's a low acid food. So that's things like your green beans, your beets, and your okra. They have two different kinds. This is a dial gauge. There's a weighted gauge that has, it's like a disc, and you turn it and put it on a knob on top, and that will count your pressure for you. This method, you have to really control your heat on your stove, and it's really important that you make sure that it comes to the PSI or the pounds in your recipe that it suggests. Also with pressure canning, it has a different amount of water inside of it than a water bath. So with pressure canning, you're only going to fill it, as you see, we have a line here, 1 to 2 inches. So I can put my little stick in there and see that it's just got 1 inch in there. You do not want it covering your jars. If it's covering your jars, it cannot build pressure. So make sure you just put 1 to 2 inches in there, and that pressure that it builds up comes from that steam. So you really don't need as much as you need with water bath. So that's a common mistake. Don't cover your jars in a pressure canner. You also want to make sure that your sealing ring is in good condition. If it is not in good condition, you will need to replace it, and you can buy those online. You can buy them in any kind of store that sells canning equipment, but this little black piece here is your sealing ring. If this is not in good condition, you cannot form a seal on your pressure canner, and you want that to seal. So make sure they come sometimes in a clear or a white, but this one is black, but make sure your condition is good. It's not dry rotted or anything like that. Sometimes if they're stored for a long period of time, they can get dry rotted. So make sure that that is in good condition as well. Your dial gauge, you can have tested to make sure that it is coming to the right amount, that it's reading right for you. You can bring that into our office anytime. Just call us and we can test that for you and make sure that it's reading correctly. Now we're going to talk about water bath canning. It's probably the most common. You can do jams and jellies with it. You can do salsas. You can do some tomato products with it. But you want to make sure that you're reading your recipe to know when to water bath can. We are going to actually probably do some pickles today, and we are water bath canning those. So with water bath canning, you can use a deep pot. We have 2 different versions here that come in different sizes, but this is probably the most recognizable. This is a small one that you can put smaller jars in, but you want to make sure that when it's boiling, that you're using a pot holder. You take the lid off, and you want to point the lid away from you because that steam is really, really hot. And with water bath canning, you are going to fill your pot up with water to where it covers your jar by 1 to 2 inches. So you can see when I put my stick in there that it's covered the jar completely, and it is very deep. So you want to make sure that is the difference between pressure canning and water bath. You cover your jars in the water bath. You do not in the pressure canner. So you want to make sure that you're staying safe with all the heat and the boiling water, and you want to make sure that you wear shoes just in case that water comes off and it can burn your foot. You want to make sure that you're taking all safety precautions with both canning methods. If you have any questions, call me. I'm Matti Cornelius with the Whitley County Family and Consumer Sciences Program.